Here, and the next band up is a band out of Sweden called ShadowQuest. They're listed as power metal and have 2 albums out. But before I get into that, I just want to talk about briefly how I think this is a bit of a supergroup in my opinion. You got Patrick Johansson Celebi on vocals coming out of Bloodbound, awesome work there. Then you got one of my favorite bassists of all time, Jari Keinonen, who's primarily known for his work in Stradivarius. Absolutely kicks ass. I love his bass work. He also pops up in Symphonia, Timo Tolkki's project. He's always getting Jari to do his bass for the most part. Then he pops up and also one of my favorite albums of all time, Evergrey's Torn, and he's also in Master Plan. So this guy is very diverse, very most wanted sort of individual on bass there. Then you got Kasper Dahlquist on keyboards and Ronnie Milanovic on drums out of Dionysus. So altogether this group is really solid in my opinion. A lot of really good musicians all coming together. And let's dive into that first album here though, Armored for Pain. And this album cover is Armored for Pain. I really like this artwork. It's pretty damn kick-ass in my opinion. And this opens up with actually my first of 2 must listens, Blood of the Pure. Now this song has many elements to tantalize your senses, from its flamboyant intro to gripping verse riffs and these snappy drum tempo to this great potency of aura from Patrick Celebi in the keyboards in the verse. And then you got this awesome pre-chorus that builds and builds and builds and culminates with this bright, vibrant, enthusiastic chorus just full of a majestic mix of vocals, backing vocals, and keyboards. In my opinion, Blood of the Pure is exciting energy personified. That's why it's a must listen. Hope you guys check that one out. Of course, it'll always be all in the description below. Then we move on to All One. This one screams suspense as the song evolves from electrifying to a captivating anthem in the chorus, full of magical vocals and keyboards with some striking drum work that works in tandem with specific keyboard and guitar notes at times, helping each other sort of elevate and pop, accentuate one another. So that is always something that is key that I look forward to. And we're starting to build off some good energy here, and that great energy continues into a song called Live Again, where Jari and Kasper, in my opinion, shine. It's awesome because they got that beefy keyboard, beefy bass rocking through, and that gave something to build on. They really build a lot of momentum more and more as the guitars start to surge, and Patrick Celebi gradually elevates his vigor towards the chorus, and I really felt that gradual build allowed the lyrics to resonate even more so. So you got these 2 awesome, energetic, pulse-pounding songs back to back, All One and Live Again. And it's really perfect because it sets up the second half of the album where the story tone and the atmosphere start to change in the songs a little bit, and you get that right off the bat with the song Midnight Sun. There's a subtle contrast here with the dark shadowy tone to fill as the midnight tone with these deeper, more potent keyboards and guitars, whereas the chorus acts as the sun with these brighter notes and heightened vocals. So I really like that contrast in the song. You got the title that is a contradiction, Midnight Sun, and then the song sort of plays on that as well. So that's awesome composition, awesome musicianship there in Midnight Sun. Then we move on to Insatiable Soul. This one is layered wonderfully with several mood shifts that really played a part into the story and the lyrics. I found everything musically, vocally gave birth to these compelling visuals, and I really feel like Insatiable Soul had this growth in atmosphere in the second half of the album. It really took hold and separated itself, and it also sort of segued towards the end of the album and really painted a good picture, and it went right nicely towards the end of the album with Where Memories Grow. This song I felt like really harnesses the entire essence of the album, whether it's musically, atmospherically, emotionally, lyrically, just everything. It was very poetic at times with highs and lows on different types of emotion and atmospheres, and I really felt the power and the vibrancy out of this song as well. So it has a lot of varying aspects to it, and that's what I sort of like about Insatiable Soul, because it sort of brings that to this, segues into this the end of the album, and it's a nice transition. Good song placement I felt as we're closing down towards Where Memories Grow, and I really felt like this song actually is a perfect buffer to connect these 2 albums, Armored for Pain and the next one here coming up, Gallows of Eden. Now this one shreds immediately with the Avenger. Now one thing that stood out to me quite a bit in this one is the united harmony between Patrick Celebi, the backing vocals, the guitars, the keyboards, the bass, all mixing really well, helping elevate each other and really creating this awesome chorus, awesome capstone sort of moment to really lure the listener right off the bat. And that continues into Titans of War. This one soars with some wicked lead work that works with the fluctuating energies and the fiery verse, and then you get this, it's sort of contrasting against the glorious chorus. So right off the bat you get these two pulse pounding tracks to really lure the listener in, sort of like Armored for Pain. That lures you in quite a bit with Blood of the Pure as well. And then I want to move on to my second must listen to, the title track, Gallows of Eden. This has such a swagger with a fine ass hook and these rhythms that really grips you immediately, and then throughout you got this casual groove that allows you to feel every lyric sung, every melody, every keyboard note, and this awesome lead that rings through that I felt that was super hooky. Works really well, this lead, you know, right on, well, not really underneath, but it's right there with the vocals, the keyboards, and that groove. It's just everything really, you know, comes together in a perfect circle, perfect, you know, uniting of all these melodies. Absolutely kicks ass. And I like the growth of Gallows of Eden as the song continues to grow and you get this chorus, this climax, and I really feel that towards the end you got this mighty octave apex at the end that really elevates the song and really creates a memorable moment for you in this must listen to, Gallows of Eden. Check that one out in the description below, of course. Then we move on to an epic track from ShadowQuest, a bit longer one called Reborn. This one is full of depth with sudden emotional shifts that go from finesse and vigor to warmth and dance with your senses. These melodies captured within here are just absolutely splendid, and I felt add some life force to the vocals and lyrics, especially in this interlude piece. I really felt like there was a lot of nuances, depth, and dynamic there. So I really think there's a lot to be offered in Reborn, and I think it's an awesome track towards the end of the album and sort of segues nicely into Caught in a Flame, because these both songs have a lot of essence and heart and soul. Caught in a Flame really captures so much heart or hope and faith with its magnificent heart and soul within the melodies, from the vocals and the backing vocals, assisted by solid power chords and direct yet uplifting drum work that I think sort of had vibrancy. The drum work actually, I think, had a bit of like a vibrancy that a keyboard would show, you know, a very full sound, but, you know, not like overly heavy, but it just had this uplifting energy to it. So I really compliment Ronnie Milanovic on his drum work, you know, having these different sort of capabilities of knowing when to be like blazing fast, when to come off, you know, what to use, when to use it, the fills. Just awesome work there. I think everybody did awesome work on both these albums, Armored for Pain and Gallows of Eden, and I highly recommend you check out ShadowQuest. All the links will be in the description below for you guys to check out, and check out those must listens. I really find ShadowQuest to be quite a kick-ass band, and I hope you guys check them out and enjoy it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. You don't tell me enough. Well, some people do. I got some good loyal people. But anyways, tell me what you think about ShadowQuest in the link in the comments below. And until next time, folks, how about some heavy listening?